first carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
They're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Raiders.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Steelers.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Kareem Hunt. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to number 11.
Henry Ruggs. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
14-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller. Touchdown.
Darren Waller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The extra point is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Down Steelers.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Steelers 15.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Steelers take over. Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 41, Mariota, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st down, Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st down.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete here. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Jackson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
For Deontay Johnson, incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Mariota on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Jackson on second down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
7-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Foster Moreau, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson.
This one complete to Gafford.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And Las Vegas
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
37-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. But good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. Mariota to throw it this time. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Steelers 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Jackson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They go play action here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Rico Gafford, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A first down throw for Mariota. Going up top. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Deontay Johnson.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play cover?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return will stop right around the 25. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mariota. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down throw here for Mariota.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score, Raiders 52.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive